Hi everyone, welcome to Winpoint online classes. In this session, we are going to discuss some of the important questions from the chapter Periodic Classification of Elements. Let's start the discussion. Important questions and answers. Did Dauber-Reiners triads also exist in the columns of Newlands octaves? Compare and find out. In this question, we need to compare Dauber-Reiners triads and Newlands octaves. Can you give examples of triads? Yes, first one, lithium, sodium, potassium, calcium, strontium, barium, chlorine, bromine, iodine. These are the triads given by Dauber-Reiners. We need to compare these triads with Newlands classification. So let's check Newlands classification. This is the arrangement done by Newlands. He classified the elements into a table in the increasing order of atomic masses. Can you find any of the triads here? Yes, here you can see one triad, lithium, sodium and potassium. Answer is lithium, sodium, potassium. What were the limitations of Dauber-Reiners classification? We already discussed limitations of Dauber-Reiners classification. Limitations. Dauber-Reiners could identify only 3 triads from the elements known at that time. Hence, this system of classification into triads was not found to be useful. Only 3 triads were there. That was a limitation. What were the limitations of Newlands law of octaves? This topic also we discussed. Now we can write the answer. Limitations. Law of octaves was applicable only up to calcium. That is the first limitation. After calcium, every 8th element did not possess properties similar to that of the first. This is the first limitation of Newlands classification. Second one, it was assumed by Newlands that only 56 elements existed in nature. No more elements would be discovered in that future. But later, several new elements were discovered. The properties of these elements did not fit into his law. Newlands adjusted 2 elements in the same slots but also put some unlike elements in the same node. These are the limitations of Newlands classification. Use Mendels periodic table to predict formulae for the oxides of the following elements. Using Mendels periodic table, we need to predict the formula of these elements: potassium, carbon, aluminium, silicon, barium. Let's do that. This is Mendels periodic table. Here you can see this R2O, RO, R2O3. These are oxides. We are going to find the chemical formula of oxides of potassium, carbon, aluminium, silicon, barium. First we can go for potassium. Can you find the potassium in the periodic table? Here you can see potassium, and what will be the formula of oxides of potassium? Here you can see that R2O. It is in that group, right? So the potassium will be K2O. The oxides of potassium, the formula of oxide of potassium will be K2O. Next one, carbon. Can you see carbon here? Yes, here you can see carbon. And it is RO2, means the general formula is RO2, then formula of oxide of carbon will be CO2. Next one, aluminium, right? Aluminium, Al. Can you find the position of aluminium in the periodic table? Here you can see the position of aluminium, and it is R2O3, which means the formula of aluminium, the formula of oxides of aluminium will be Al2O3. Next one, Si, silicon. Can you identify the position of silicon in the periodic table? Yes, here this is the position of silicon, and the general formula is RO2. The formula of oxide of silicon will be SiO2. Next one, barium. Can you find the position of barium in the periodic table? Yes, here you can see the position of barium, and the formula of barium is, general formula is RO, then the barium will be BaO. The formula of oxide of barium will be BaO. Potassium is in group 1, then formula of oxide will be K2O. Carbon is in group 4, then formula will be CO2. Aluminium is in group 3, then formula will be Al2O3. Si is in group 4, then formula will be SiO2. Ba is in group 2, then formula will be BaO. Besides gallium, which other elements have since been discovered that were left by Mendels in his periodic table? Any 2. There was a prediction done by Mendeleev. He predicted the properties of some of the elements. The question is, what are those elements? Gallium. Other 2 examples are scandium and germanium. What were the criteria used by Mendeleev in creating his periodic table? Mendeleev created a periodic table, Mendeleev's periodic table. The criteria, the main property of an element is atomic mass. The atomic mass is everything for an element. According to him, the properties of elements are the periodic functions of their atomic masses. He arranged the elements in the increasing order of their atomic masses. Next question. What do you think the noble gases are placed in a separate group? Noble gases. these gases are extremely low in the atmosphere. It was very difficult to discover. And these noble gases are not going to react with any other element. They are inert gases. So we can place these elements in a separate group. Noble gases are non-reactive elements. Their properties are different from other elements. So these elements should be in a different group.